Hey, it's Dr. Greg Olson here, and I just wanted to get with you today to share with you some what I'm calling common sense with COVID-19 going on. Obviously, there's certain guidelines. Follow any local health guidelines, CDC guidelines. I'm not here to talk to you about those today. My purpose in being here today is really knowing that there's a lot of stress going on, a lot of anxiety going on, perhaps some panic, and just to remind you to use your common sense, be kind, be compassionate with people that are around you, and going over today 4 steps of things that you can do to help de-stress and manage what's going on, and just be better people in this current condition. So there's a lot of hype, a lot of things going on around things you can take, things that'll help with boosting your immune system. I'm not going to go into the nutrition today. That's the idea for a different topic. But there are some strategies, if you're sheltering in place, that you can do that we say help boost your immune system, or partly we want to say is don't knock your immune system down. One of those is very simply to exercise your body. So even though you may be sheltered in place, most places you can and should get out and exercise. So being stuck inside, number one, will make you a bit stir crazy. Number two is make you a bit stressed, being confined. So exercise boosts your immune system. So very simply, it also helps to combat stress. Fresh air, can't beat it. Sharing some stories, some connections with this. Fresh sunshine, it's unbeatable. There's a legendary outdoorsman here on the West Coast or in California named John Muir. There's a John Muir Trail that travels up through the Sierras. And, one of the stories of John Muir, not to take it too out of context, but there's a story that during his adventures, he developed some pneumonia. And everybody was telling him, you got to go down off the mountain, you've got to go rest. So he did, and what he did was he went and sheltered in, so to speak, if you want to call it, and he kept getting sicker and sicker. So, John Muir, for 2 things you could probably look out here, getting out into some fresh air, and also the place where he loved. So, we need to keep doing the things that we love. We need to keep getting out and exercising, just to be good to our mind, be good to our body, be good to our immune system. So again, John Muir, maybe not the best advice, but the principle is to get out and exercise, continue to do the things that you love as best you can and how you can, despite whatever's going on, okay? Maybe it's because I spent a bit of time living up in the Sierras, but, I used to find that growing up, there's several reasons for this, but when I would feel sick, I would go up snow skiing. And I can't remember a time when I did that where I came down and I didn't feel better. So it was also something that I loved. It was also the fresh air and outside. So enough said, get yourself outside, keep doing the things that you enjoy, and get some exercise. Also, interesting story. Joseph Pilates, many of you have heard of Pilates exercise method or technique. Last weekend I was reviewing some of my Pilates programs and exercises and happened to flip to the beginning of this book. And there was an interesting story going back to around the time of the Spanish flu of 1918, where Joseph Pilates was in a work camp, and it just simply related a story that, with his group, at the work camp, he taught them and did Pilates with them. And his group at that work camp was the only group that didn't get impacted by the Spanish flu. Again, I don't know the whole story, I don't know the whole impact, but I think it can be said that, if we're exercising, we're going to be better off. If we're doing what we love, enjoy, we're passionate about, we're going to be better off. So keep finding a way to get out and getting your exercise for your body. Also exercising your mind. So don't sit on the TV watching movies, on your phone playing games. Don't just text people all day. Don't watch the news all day, whatever you do. Pick 1 or 2 times to check in, but you need to guard your psyche. You need to guard your mind. I know you want to make sure that you know what's happening in the world, but I assure you, you'll be fine checking it once a day. Many people do it, and you know, they're just fine. You'll catch up. And on the other side of that, exercising your mind, picking up something new to do. If we're going to be, or if you're going to be sheltered in or homebound for some time, or working from home, find things that you still get excited about. Find some puzzles, some games, a new craft, a new hobby, something to do with your mind. It's really important. Number 3, decrease your stress. How can you decrease your stress? Well, I already talked about it a little bit earlier. And one of those things is turn off the TV. I'm going to say that again. Turn off the TV. Stop watching the news, okay? What you have that comes into your environment, that affects your limbic system, your feeling system, is all the stimuli that are around you. So you want to have things that are around you that you enjoy smell-wise, that you enjoy sight-wise, sound-wise. Turn on some good music. Turn off the TV, okay? Stress actually decreases your immune system. There's a group I work with called HeartMath, and they've studied the stress response very extensively related to heart rate variability. But they did a unique study where they discovered that in the morning, if you are exposed to a negative thought, it can actually decrease your immune system for up to 8 hours. So they have developed techniques or ways to counterbalance that. But one of those things is, it's not with them, but very simply, you know, start your day with gratitude. Be grateful for the things that are in your life, you know. Find ways to be grateful for being home, working from home, having more time with your family, okay? The other stress can be food. So if we've all been to the store recently, I've been very entertained by seeing what people are buying, what people are hoarding. It may not be changing their eating patterns, but very simply, your processed foods, your packaged foods, the more processed, the more packaged, the more white flour, the more sugar that's in it. Generally speaking, the worse your immune system is going to be, and if you want to protect yourself, stop eating that crap. Very simply, okay? Number 4, with my background, I do have a background in chiropractic. Very simply, get adjusted. As part of that moving process, exercise is good, getting adjusted is good. Again, referencing back to the Spanish flu of 1918, anecdotal evidence is obviously with this, but you know, around Iowa and the Palmer College of Chiropractic, the statistics showed that on the average population had a death rate of near 10%, while the population that was getting adjusted either by chiropractic or osteopathic physicians were showing a death rate of 1% or around 1%. Again, a lot of factors can come into play with it, but we do know that adjusting the spine can boost and support your immune system. So it would be a very healthy part of your stay well, de-stress type program. So those are 4 things that can be very valuable for you today and for the coming week or weeks getting through this. So I hope you've enjoyed them. If you like these, please like it, subscribe. We'd love to hear or see you more with this process. Again, my name's Dr. Greg Olson at OC Integrative Health. I'm in Lake Forest, California, and just sharing some common sense with this COVID-19. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care. Okay, bye-bye.